Warzone 2.0 has been dominating game charts since its release about 2 weeks ago. And I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, it's been a pretty fun battle royale experience. I already told you guys how I felt about the battle royale formula being played out prior to this game's release, but I can honestly say that I've had some good matches whenever I do drop into the brutal map of 𝘕𝘕𝘊𝘖𝘗𝘕. And the same can be said for a whole community of players in the game. The implemented proximity chat calls for some funny moments in gameplay. Most guns in the game aren't that poorly designed, and well, it's just not a bad game objectively speaking. But even with all these positives going for it, the game is still far from perfect, way far from it. There's always going to be people in the player base that use ways to have unfair game advantages through exploiting game glitches or bugs, which always brings down the multiplayer experience. Like literally just last week, I got killed by somebody who slid across the damn map in like 2 milliseconds. And at first, of course, I called it hacks. But apparently, after further research, I found that this player was using a new method that players call the G-Walk. When I learned this, of course, I was upset that the players found yet another unfair advantage, but I was even more upset that I didn't know how to do it. So if any of y'all know how to do it, feel free to leave a comment down below and put me on game. But this latest trending advantage isn't even a bug or players taking advantage of the faulty controls of the game. It's through something that 𝘕𝑕 themselves implemented into the game, something that normally wouldn't be seen as a threat to the gameplay. In the most recent update, Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0 has received new DLC skins based on each team in the Call of Duty Esports League, allowing players to represent their favorite respective esports team. However, many are claiming that the Los Angeles team, the LA Thieves, has a skin that will see an unfortunate advantage in many of the maps. They claim that the mostly all-black skin allows players to easily camouflage in the game's numerous dark areas, calling this skin a pay-to-win advantage. Now, let me be clear, this isn't my personal argument per se because, well hell, I haven't even updated my game to the latest patch, so I can't even say if this skin is as bad as they say. But this morning, the skin itself was trending on Steam's top seller page, so I feel that when I do update the game, I'm gonna see this shit everywhere. But just looking at in-game footage from YouTube, I haven't seen one instance yet where this skin looks damn near invisible to the point where it could be seen as a problem. The lighting in this game itself has definitely improved since the last game in this series, and I don't know about you guys, but I usually play with my brightness almost all the way up for maps like the Grand Prix that have a lot of dark spots. And so far, I haven't had any trouble spotting any players, even the ones with the darker skins. One complaint that players had in the original Warzone game was the fact that you could barely see players through windows, which is an issue that has been fixed and no longer prevalent in this new game. However, that's not to say that this new dark skin can't be used at all to players' advantage, unfortunately. But I think its effectiveness has to be in a very specific environment, like if you're in the darkest area of the map where there's no brightness whatsoever. So I just can't see this being the biggest issue going forward with the game. I mean, I could see in the Warzone map how the more spacious environment could aid the skin, but you're just as likely to get killed with any other regular skin due to more room for stealth in general. Most of this panic, however, comes from the fact that people don't want to have another skin like the Rose operator from the original Warzone. Now, this skin, along with the game's poor presentation, was actually a game-breaking and overused skin, which players rightfully don't want to make a return in this new game. But like I said, with the game's presentation and what you can do to combat this, I still just can't see it becoming a similar problem. It's still just unfortunate that the skin will still likely be overused. I mean, people are always looking for gameplay advantages and will think that this new skin is the new meta, so you'll likely be seeing this skin a lot for the foreseeable future, which will make it hard to distinguish who actually likes the skin and who's trying to get an easy win. Either way, I think that this skin isn't as bad as it may seem, as the game's lighting doesn't make the skin not stand out. While it may be annoying to see the skin damn near everywhere, that's likely as far as it will get to being an advantage. So what do you guys think about this new operator skin, man? Feel free to leave a comment down below with, your experience with the skin so far. And as always, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all.